Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. Kevin Harlan here alongside Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And our reporter tonight on the sideline is Allie LaForce. The Houston Rockets come into this one following a loss to the Spurs. Now, here's DeRozan. 5 to shoot. And they double up DeRozan. Stolen by Thompson. And then Smith with the dunk.
And guys, we're going to see a lot of that from this young man. Smith right now, beasting.
So Jabari Smith has shown he can be a contributor. But, Richard, it is a process.
And you know he's still young. And for a lot of players, especially the taller ones, it takes a couple of years to find your game.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on it.
And it doesn't get any easier for Durant. With his size and length, dunking just comes pretty easy for him.
LaVine, good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
KD can't get it to go. And LaVine, here we go. And LaVine with the slam.
Uh-oh, Zach LaVine, he's already won multiple dunk contests. Maybe another?
Here's KD. Rebound by Murray. Here's Sacramento now. Lets the 3 fly. And here we go with Thompson running it up. Oh, my goodness. What a play.
Rocketing off the deck. Thompson showing that youthful exuberance.
LaVine with it. Now Smith defending. And it's Murray penetrating. Here's LaVine. And LaVine with the slam.
Check out LaVine getting artful at the rim, leaving the defense just completely clueless of how to stop it.
The 3 from KD. Drops in the tray. KD's got 5.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Sweet move. Over to the wing. Thompson outside. Pass to KD. Over LaVine. KD's shot is off. The Kings trail by 3. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Ime Udoka. I asked how you counter a player with DeMar DeRozan's versatile scoring. We're putting a close sign on the mid-range tonight, Coach joked, adding, we're going to be very tight in that area defensively and not give him what he wants. Sounds like DeMar is in for an uphill battle tonight. Back to you.
Okay, Allie, thank you. Now here's Westbrook. Hasn't made one yet. Screen by Sabonis. The kick out to Westbrook. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. And it's Şengün with the ball for the Rockets. And you look at these Rockets, Greg, pretty fearsome on the defensive end.
I mean, great length and athleticism on the wings, and a defensive-minded coach in Ime Udoka. They'll make you work for it, no doubt about it.
And Doug Christie wants a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Teams will make substitutions. There's 1:54 left in the first. Pass to Clifford. Stolen by Durant. Here's Okogie. Makes it off the glass.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
It's stolen. Here's Clifford. Rockets with the rebound. Outside Durant. Over Carter. And it's Houston with another.
As versatile as they have come in NBA history, Durant just makes it look so easy.
Pass to Clifford. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Houston leading by 5. Here's Durant. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Here's Monk. Hunter. And it's Finney Smith with the rebound. KD with it. Now guarded by Monk.
Outstanding at penetrating to the rim. Durant's long strides, they're just tough to keep pace with.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Monk attacking. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Personal foul. First team foul.
5 seconds left to play in the first. Here's KD. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Rockets.
So far, they've shown a terrific work ethic in transition, pushing the pace whenever possible and getting out ahead of the defense to score.
And they're making their own luck with how hard they're playing, forcing turnovers and turning that into offense.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. You know, Greg, a lot of the best scorers do what's called hunting, looking to create contact with the defender that they've zeroed in on.
Yeah, and that can be a legitimate technique to really negate his shot blocker. But when the offensive player basically initiates all the contact, we could do without some of those cheap foul calls against the defender.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey, guys. Well, the Kings are great offensively, but looking for continued improvement on the other end. Head coach Doug Christie said, defensively, what I'm asking them to do, the level of intensity, is difficult. I want you to play so hard that you raise your hand and say, quote, I need to come out of the game. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Pass to Carter. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Crafty work there by Shepherd to draw the whistle while in the act of shooting.
Houston shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
Pass to Hunter. It's Carter, high post. Scoreless thus far. You know, Richard, the Sacramento Kings are an organization that has faced heavy criticism for their decision-making.
Look at the players they've missed out on the draft, the stars that they've traded away, as well as the coach that they fired. Short-term thinking has done major damage to their long-term success, if any.
Here's Thompson, and Thompson slams it home.
He's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. To the inside, to the left side wing. Good ball movement here by the Kings. That one good for 2. He's got 6.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Up top, Şengün. The shot from the low post is good. Şengün's got his first basket of the night.
A true monster in the paint, and just under 7 feet. It can be so easy for Şengün to find those baskets.
And Doug Christie wants a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Teams changing it up here. The Kings trailed by 7. Westbrook drives in. It's stolen by Adams. Thompson outside. Driving inside. And Thompson slams it home.
Tenacious on the attack. Thompson is fantastic at finding lanes to the basket.
The kick out to Westbrook. 6 to shoot. Sabonis. LaVine wide open. Thompson with the rebound.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Pass to Smith. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball. And Richard, you were telling me before the game, you're a big fan of Amen Thompson.
Oh, man, he is an elite defender who can guard multiple positions. One of the top athletes in the league, and he's just such an instinctive playmaker.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. In the corner, it's Sabonis. Pass to DeRozan. Goes up on the high post. Jump shot is good.
Always a good idea to get it to DeMar. Let him create.
Thompson looking for an opening. Rebound by the Kings. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Out to DeRozan. LaVine up top. 6 points for him. Here's Sabonis. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost them.
And if they want to come back in this game, look, they got to clean up those mistakes.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Houston with a big group substitution here. Rockets leading by 9. Van Vliet outside. Pass to Şengün. Back to Durant. Over Monk. Durant, good. 17 points for KD.
No hesitation from the swing man. Durant has such confidence shooting off the catch. Tremendous.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. And that one is good. Durant's got the lead up to 11 now for Houston.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
And Fred VanVleet is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Here's Carter. And that one is stuffed right through.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? To the wing on the left. Houston moving it around. Outside, KD. And Durant gets double teamed. Finney-Smith can't get it to go. And Monk has got the ball here for the Sacramento Kings. They trail by 7. 19 seconds left in the first half of the game. And here's KD for 3. It doesn't go for him. Monk outside. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Rockets lead by 4. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And Greg, these poised veterans really seem to have triggered a shift for the Rockets.
At the same time, it's going to be Houston's young talent that determines their future. And they've already shown they can make a major impact.
Well, Durant must be making the defense sweat a little bit right now. Whenever he gets into a rhythm, he gets aggressive.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Outside, KD. Pass to Şengün. Over Sabonis. Sacramento grabs the miss.
I don't know if he got in his own head there or what, because the defense can't really take credit on this.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
The kick out to Sabonis. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Houston leading by 6. Here's KD. On the jam by Kevin Durant.
Okay, I'm going to tell you something that everyone knows or should know. When Durant turns it on, there is no slowing him down. That's how lethal of a scorer he is in NBA history.
Mr. Rosen. Eason grabs the board. The high post shot. Durant finishing it off in transition.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
DeRozan in the corner. Sacramento again missing.
Rough start to the second half of them, only getting 1 of the past 4 shots to fall.
And then Durant with the dunk.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
They've had great execution, and what stands out is that they're just taking what the defense gives them, not forcing anything.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Shot to stop the run. And finished off by Westbrook.
So skillful with the ball. Westbrook showing us what he can do.
Here's KD. Sabonis with the steal. Murray right side. For three. Hits the three-point bomb. Murray's got 5 now.
And you like Murray as a spot-up shooter. Knows where to park himself and always ready to receive the pass.
At the top of the key, Capella. Smith outside. Houston needs to get a shot. Sinks the three-pointer. Smith's got his second basket of the night.
Right back at you, Smith, with that picture-perfect stroke.
Murray, no good.
Solid rebound there, and with a score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Basket counts.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Still, to this day, RJ, Kevin Durant still seems matchup-proof.
Well, yeah, because nothing's changed with his height and the skill. That quick release and his competitiveness, oh, it's the same as it's ever been.
Rockets leading by 12. KD on the wing. The powerful flush by Durant.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
Rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Kevin. Zach LaVine is becoming a more rugged defender. He said, it takes a toll. I've always been in great shape, but you have to be strong, too. The mental side of it, digging deep and figuring out how to get it done and how much you want it. Now, I like taking on those challenges. Back over to you guys.
You got it, making the commitment. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Rockets.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
And one other thing they have done well has been scoring in transition, looking to run whenever they can.
The Kings trail by 19. On the wing, Monk. And once again, off the mark by Sacramento.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
They double-team KD. Here's Adams. And Adams with the slam.
He threw that one down. Adams, one of the fiercest competitors in the league.
To the paint. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Screen by Adams. Kicks it out to Van Vliet. Nailed from three-point land. Van Vliet's got his first 3 points of the game.
This is Van Vliet's calling card. He's actively looking to fire from deep.
Back to Carter. The Rockets pull it in.
Now, I understand that that shot didn't go down, but they will take that look every trip down the floor.
Count it. The 3 quarters of play all in the books. And this one all but over already. The Rockets on top. And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. deciding to change it up. Carter looking around. The rebound by Shepard. And just the way pilots use VR to train, now NBA officials can do the same.
Yeah, it's all about reps, right? Getting them with the headset in a lower stress setting helps prepare them to make the right call when the lights are brightest.
The shot by Carter, nobody around. Misses the jumper.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Şengün inside. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. And there's the drive. On the wing, Monk. A three-pointer off the mark. And it's Houston's ball. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Back to Şengün. Shot clock at 6. He's off from 17 feet.
And you know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Here's Clifford. Again, the miss by the King. Pass to Şengün. Clock up 2 there.
That is where Şengün is best, around the hoop with great touch.
Hunter the screen. To the middle. Monk outside. Crafty move. Clifford, good. Clifford got his first points of the game.
Oh, I love that possession for them, ending with an assisted bucket.
Here's Şengün. It's good on the putback.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And the shot goes in.
His shot has been on point from the opening tip. He's pretty much kept them in the game.
Timeout called the Rockets. So both teams making some changes here. Here's KD. And then Durant with the jam.
Oh, looks like somebody came out this half on a mission, and his intensity on offense, it's been fun to watch.
Westbrook with a wide open look. Buries the long-range jumper.
Look, you can count on Westbrook for a few of these tonight. This man has that shot down.
Durant, no good. In the corner, it's Westbrook. Here's DeRozan. And DeRozan throws it down.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
Fires from the wing. And the basket good. A bank shot that time. KD's got 44. Outside, Levine. Into the lane. And the jam by Levine.
Once he gets to that bionic left leg of his, that launching pad, you better watch out because he loves finishing over bigger players.
Durant, good. KD's got 46 points.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
Yeah, just keep feeding him. That guy is a man on a mission. And the defense, well, they don't have much of an answer. And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
And Durant gets double teamed. Back to Eason. Outside Durant. And then Durant with the dunk.
And he's doing it all himself, shouldering the offensive load in effortless fashion right now.
Pass to Levine. And stolen by Şengün.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Rockets.
I think the attitude was very impressive. Definitely a competitive game, and they fought through it each step of the way.
Absolutely. They put on a tremendous performance in terms of the effort and intensity This was a well-deserved win.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Kevin Durant.
And he's been a well-oiled machine on offense, keeping things simple in this end, getting the looks that he wanted, knocking them down.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on DeMar DeRozan. That is his first foul of the game. KD's shot is good.
Any shot for KD is a great shot for his team, and I don't care how far back he is.
Back to Levine. Puts one up from 19. And that's good for 2.
That may be not the highest percentage of looks right there, but look, you can't argue with results, I guess.
And Sabonis pulls it down. Left side, Levine. Outside for Murray. Shoots from the high post. Can't get it to fall. So easy, Houston.